Have you ever come across this when reading the book of Leviticus? Some people ask why God was so harsh with the people of Israel when he gave them strict instructions that they had to follow. And if they didn't follow, it could lead to fatal consequences. For example, if a man committed adultery with his neighbor's wife, he would be put to death, and so on. Please understand that God chose the people of Israel. The Bible called them his treasured possession. Now, he then gave his chosen people the law. The essence of the law wasn't just for God to have a bunch of puppets. No. Yes, these people were God's chosen people, but please understand that Israel wasn't the only nation back then. After they came out of Egypt, God wasn't just taking them to a location. He was also trying to take Egypt out of them and wanted them to trust in him 100%, just like Abraham did, and then use them to reveal himself to the entire world and ultimately bring salvation to all nations. Now, to add to the issue of trying to take Egypt out of these stubborn people, there are also other nations around them, pagan worshippers, for instance, who would sacrifice children in the name of worshiping their false god. So you see, the essence of the law was to create a demarcation that separated God's people from the other nations. These foreign nations didn't acknowledge the God of Israel, so they had evil practices that could be easily copied by God's chosen people if there were no boundaries given. The reason he kept emphasizing keep my statutes, keep my commandments, keep my precepts wasn't because they were puppets and didn't have free will. He was like a father looking out for his children. He was like a father crying out after his children who were susceptible to being influenced by their new environment. Take, for instance, why would God speak about putting marks on your body in verse 28 of Leviticus 19? Some people again would think that this was just some rule for the sake of having a law. Oh, it's because the other nations did it as an act of allegiance or worship to their false gods and practice ritual cutting. So you see, when God says to renew your mind by the word, he's not saying it because it's merely a Christian obligation. He knows that you are human, living in this world, and can easily be influenced. So he has given us the demarcation line, which is the reading of the word. And it's not just the reading. That's what most people miss. It's also acting out the word. We say we read the Bible, and on social media, one cannot even tell just from our posts that we're Christians. When God said, be holy, for I am holy, he wasn't speaking to unbelievers, but to God's chosen people, to his people, the people who ought to be separated unto him.